What's up everyone, welcome back to more of the Evil Within 2. This is my Akumu difficulty video walkthrough. This walkthrough is a no damage, no keys video walkthrough. This is chapter 7 entitled A Lust for Art. In chapter 7 there will be a total of 5 keys in this chapter. I'm going to be showing you guys where those are. And chapter 7 is also like chapter 3 when you have to explore the map. In this case we're going to be exploring Post Plus's map, gathering the keys, doing side missions, being able to unlock the lock boxes that's been all around Post Plus that I showed you in the last video. We're going to be opening those boxes in this video. You don't have to do it that way. I just didn't want to sneak around those guys and take them out stealthily. I just wanted to go on and grab the key and just go about my business. Because chapter 7 is pretty long once you explore. But that will be the first of 5 keys. The second one will be here by the Juke Diner. Also in the Juke Diner we're going to be encountering Enema once again. You have to do these encounters in order if you want to get the achievement for making Sebastian remember things from the past. But you want to look up once you get to the Juke Diner at this sign up here, and the key will be sitting right there on top of the sign. The first 4 keys are fairly close. They're like all in a close proximity, like that one back there with them lost word, the one at the Juke Diner, and there's one behind the Juke Diner I'm going to be grabbing in a couple minutes. Okay, in order to start the encounter with Enema, you must come back here and pull out your communicator and view the residential file of this dead guy here, and that will set up your encounter with Enema. Now with this Enema encounter, you're going to be having to use your reflection in order to escape.
Shit! What's it doing this time? What does that thing want from me?
Now we're going to be using this mirror here in order to escape. This is what I mean by using your reflection. In the reflection of the mirror, there will be doors behind you.
That's me from back then.
And with the doors behind you in a reflection, there will be a light behind one door. You must follow that light in order to escape. It's easy, so don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Just if you need to jog your memory, just look in front of the mirror, strafe left and right, and pay attention to what side you're doing, and you will pick the right door. And that's really all you do for both areas. Just pay attention to your reflection. You only do it about twice, and then after that you're done.
Shit.
Now, what that reflection means is that it's this door on the right up here, but I can't go through that door because the enemy is close there, and I don't want to get killed. So I want to wait for her to move away from the door just a little bit and give me enough time to go through the door and end this encounter. She know what door it is too, that's why she's just hovering around in this area. But it don't matter, I'm out of this encounter anyway.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
And doing that, you will get your 5th photographic slide. So it is highly valuable that you come into the juke diner and encounter animal. So like I said, we're gonna head to the back of the juke diner here. We're gonna grab this ammo pouch, and we're gonna get our next key in the chapter.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Okay guys, that is where we do the side mission to help the other Mobius team member named Julius Seitz. But we're not going to do that at this moment. We're going to go grab the next key of this chapter, but we're going to take out these 3 lost enemies first, and then we're going to grab the storage key for that room that's locked where I killed the lemon creature in the last chapter. So we're just going to take these guys out one by one. We're going to attract one, and then we're going to attract the other after we kill the first one. And just rinse and repeat. That's all we're going to do here. And once I killed him, my controller started to malfunction. So you'll see the axe swings in this video also. And that's from my controller, which I highly appreciate my controller doing that at this time and moment. She made it easy for me. She spotted she discovered the area after I killed the last lost member. That got her over here, and that easy pickings for me. But once you do that, you want to come and look directly where that, on top of that roof up there, and that would be the 4th key of the chapter, and we're almost finished with the keys to the chapter that quick. I'll show you in just a second. So you come over here, you want to look up on top of this building, and there is the key. So if you're following this walkthrough, you should have the 16 keys right about now. And these keys do come in handy, man. So if you having difficulty with the game, just make sure you use the keys, man. Those lockers contain some pretty good stuff. It can help you if you're low on ammo, if you need health, anything, green gel to upgrade. So those keys are very valuable.
Gotta get out of here. All I wanted was to find the APC and get the hell out of here. Help! Can anybody hear me? Oh god. I'm gonna die in STEM. It'll be like I never existed at all. Sorry, Lawson. Looks like I won't be back to pick you up with the APC after all.
So the game glitched kind of weird here. I was going to pick up the key, and Sebastian gets stuck in an animation where he spots an enemy, he freezes and looks up for a minute, so it stopped me from grabbing a storage key. I just wanted to point that little glitch.
Where there's a key, there's a lock. Wonder where it could be.
Once we're done with that, they're going to instantly spawn a guardian. But you don't have to worry about the guardians at all in post-bus. They're not going to be here for long. They will soon be replaced by the harbingers later on in the game. But don't go wasting your ammo on a guardian. If you want to, you can. They do drop valuable gel, and you do know the strategy in order to take them out pretty easily.
Damn,
so
he's gonna get
it's up
mobbed.
to you. But we're going to take that fuse off that dumpster there, and we're going to make ourselves 2 shot boats for this area. We're going to be helping Julian's sights out, and he takes quite a beating in this section, so you have to do it very quickly and get all the enemies in there. But it's easy. It's going to be a puddle of water that you're going to use on the floor, so you want to gather all the lost enemies up in one area by the water and shock the water and stomp them all. You're gonna have two ways to go to enemies, and you're gonna do the same thing to both.
I know you can hear me. Help me out.
So you want to come over here and knock over this fire hydrant, and you want to get the losses' attention. Once you get all their attention, all of them will start to rush you. You get them all in this water, and you shock the water and stump them off. The key to doing this is to be very patient. Use your camera and be patient. Once you're done with the first wave of enemies, you want to take what they got and go back and hide in the bushes. Because if you stay out in the bushes, if you stay out from the bushes, you will get automatically spawned and they can hit you.
They're coming from over there.
See how patient I was? I waited for that last enemy to come over here towards me, and then I shocked them off. Make sure you be patient. That's the key to this side mission.
I think that was the last of them. Just saved my ass. I didn't think anyone would come.
You're from the search team. How did you end up here?
I was looking for something.
And what would that be?
Look, it's dangerous out here. Come to my safe house.
And that is how you complete
Lead the
the
way.
side mission. When I first did it, I was using everything to my disposal. All the barrels, I was shooting gasoline that's on the floor. Don't do that. Don't waste your ammo like I did. Just use the fire hydrant and the shot bolts. That way you don't have to worry about taking any damage. That way you can keep everyone in line and you don't have to waste no resources, so that it works in your favor. Highly recommend that strategy. Once we come back out from the safe room, that gate will be knocked over and we will have to deal with two of those witch enemies. But I'm not going to be dealing with those guys. I'm just going to run past them. Not even going to pay
Thanks
them no
again for helping
attention.
me out. I'm Sykes.
Sebastian Castellanos.
Castellanos, huh? I've heard of you. You survived the Beacon incident, right?
How do you know that?
I'm a STEM programmer, but I've got other skills too, like hacking information systems. I know all kinds of things that nobody else knows, not even other members of the team.
Then you know who Lily is.
Yeah, we're all trying to find her. Haven't had any luck though. That's why you're here, huh?
That's right.
Hey, hold on. We might still be able to help each other out.
This better be good.
Look, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you could probably use. And you can have it for saving me out there. You want to hear my proposal? Come on back to me.
All right, I'm all ears. How can we help each other?
I need you to restart a server inside the Mirror. It should be easy enough as long as none of those freaks are around. Here's where it's located.
Hold on, I haven't agreed to anything yet. What's in it for me?
You do that for me, I can open up all the locked supply caches for you.
And what's in it for you?
If you get the server on, I may be able to find another way out of Union.
There's really a way to get out of Union?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try. They've lost contact with STEM. We're totally cut off. If we don't find the core, we're all gonna die in here. Unless I can figure a way out.
How is that possible?
You really want me to waste your time talking a bunch of technical gibberish?
All I have to do is turn it on. How did the server go offline in the first place?
All I'm saying is if you turn on that server, I can give it a shot. Look at this place. It's breaking apart out there. I'm surprised anything is working. But then again, Mobius probably turned it off themselves. They've got all kinds of emergency protocols in place.
And you're questioning the almighty Mobius?
Hey, I don't mind being a grunt. But the moment I become expendable, well, that's when I start to look for the exit door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, you gonna help me out or not?
So you guys remember when I said in the last chapter that we're gonna have to go back through the mirror to where the Watcher was, well, to where we encountered the Watcher. We're gonna have to go back there in order to turn on the computer to unlock those orange terminal boxes there. And you want to do that side mission, because if you do that side mission, you get to grab the silenced handgun, and that is a very good weapon. It's not better than the original pistol, but it's just better in terms of the silent factor, and you can pick off enemies one by one and attract enemies one by one. So you're gonna want to do that. And there goes one of the most annoying enemies in the game, but we don't have to come this way until like we're done literally with the chapter. So they won't bother us at all. Now we're on our way to clear one of 2 paintings of Stefano's art. We're going to be encountering just lost enemies, and we're going to encounter the witch. But you're going to have to take those guys out. No matter what you do, you can distract them and get them on one side of the room. Once you lift the gate, they're going to make their way to you, and it's going to be tough. So the best way to get rid of those guys are just to stuff attack them. And no matter what you do, the last lost enemy that's banging on the gate knows where you are 95% of the time. If you hide on the right side of the room, it's always don't turn around and walk to that side of the room, and vice versa for the left side.
This is his art? It's just a photo. I'm gonna stab the shit out of you.
And you guys already know the way we're going to take out the witch. Stuff attack and axe to the head. The easiest way to get rid of her. So that's what we're going to be doing in this section.
Don't cry. You're becoming art. You shall be part of my obscura.
And if you don't know, that is one of the victims that is a part of Stefano's obscura art piece.
Less malleable than clay, softer than marble. It really is the perfect medium. Oh, I can't concentrate like this. A sculpture doesn't need a tongue.
Now, when facing these guys, you just essentially want them to spot you and lure their attention to the area you was last discovered, and then take them out with stuff attacks. That's what you want to do to the majority of the lost. When it comes down to the witch, you know the strategy. Stuff attack, axe. That gets rid of her pretty quickly. And that turned out lucky for me because I got that losses attention over here in the area that I'm at. But unfortunately, I did not make the kill. I waited for her to go back to the gate so I can make the kill. And you will get like a little preview of how this enemy works. Once it goes back to the gate, if I was to go on the far right there, it will go to the far right also. I know exactly where I'm going. But as I go to the left here, pay attention to the pattern of the lost enemy. It's going to go on the same route as me. Look the same direction that I am facing in. Now it's just about being patient and waiting for the right moment to strike. So yeah, by the time you get to this door, if the enemies were on the other side, they 95% can reach you, because their aggro is just that strong.
Well, there it is.
So once you complete the first photo, the first art piece, you want to go to your right after grabbing the key. It's just this route is more quicker and easier. And once you complete the second one, you're going to want to go on the left side, because that route is easier and quicker. So you want to go way too far right.
Hope you're right about
Duck
destroying these
underneath
things.
these electric wires, and then stab this
Here we
dummy,
go.
and then you're out of this area.
Destroying that freak's work was actually therapeutic, but I'm not done yet. One more.
So now it's time for us to make our way to the other painting, and that's when we will encounter Obscura for the second time, the second and final time. And we're going to get rid of her pretty quickly. Not using gunpowder, we're not going to fight her. We're just going to use certain objects to distract her and make us disappear, pretty much, and buy us time. So the next painting will be located at the hotel. Once we get to the hotel, we're going to activate the painting. Also in the hotel, if you hit the pop machines, there would be some green gel that come out. And you can collect that for points. I believe it's 500 points per gel. We're going to be encountering Obscura once again. But she's very easy. As you all know from the last time we fought her, we technically do not fight her. We just run away from her or sneak past her. The best way to get past her is using your smoke boats, as usual, or your shot boats. One of the two can help you get rid of her pretty quickly and get away from her. Okay, to get this over with quickly, we're gonna go grab the key. And once you grab the key, I recommend just baiting her. So whichever side you go on, she's gonna go to that side first. So if I go to the right side, she's gonna come out to the right. But when I did it this side, when I did it this time, she did not come out to the right. She went to the left. So I waited for her to come from the left side, and then I just followed her. You can follow her up to a certain point. She's going to turn around and go back the same way she came from. Once you do that, once you follow her, get behind another set of tables in the opposite room from here. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a bit of waiting if you're doing it this way by following her. But if you're not following her and you just want to get past it, you can run through the whole section, shoot your smoke boats or your shot boats, and then just lift the gate and you're done. It's that simple. But I decided just to follow her, see what she do. And this is more like a trial run to see what pattern she'll take. But it wound up working in my favor. So once she ran off to that way, I should have ran, but as I went to this room, she aggroed back to the spot that I was at. So I had no choice but to hide behind the table at this moment. And then I just booked it toward the gate, shot my smoke boat, and then I got out the door. And something weird happened when I was recording this. Once I got to the gate, my Xbox froze. And I thought I had to restart the section, but thank God I got this save point here.
Made it.
Because it froze like simply right here.
For a while.
And then I had to fucking restart the game over and do it all over again from this checkpoint. So yeah, that happened while I was recording. I thought it screwed everything up. Now, like I said, you want to sneak to the left side because it's more quicker and easier as opposed to sneaking on the right side. I guess that's just like a little thing that the devs did. You go right the first time and then left the second time to make it more quicker on yourself and get out of both of these paintings unscathed.
That's both.
Now we have the ability
Should have done the
to
trick.
enter the theater.
Better head back to the theater and see if I
But
can
before
get in.
we enter the theater, we're gonna head back to the mirror and unlock those orange security boxes so we can gather all these resources that we need. I could have totally avoided this and just went around the back of the building, but I just didn't feel like spawning the Guardian at the time. I didn't want to deal with an extra Guardian if I didn't really have to while I was navigating this area. So I decided to just aggro the lost enemies here and then get enough distance to where I can use a smoke boat to get them off my trail. This is where we're going to use the storage room key, but we're not going to use it until later. I'm not going to use it until we reach the part to where the Harbingers wander around Post Plus, as opposed to the Lost and the Guardian creatures. The reason I like doing that because the Harbinger enemies take care of the Lost enemies that's in this area. It sets them on fire, and I don't have to waste ammo. So that's the reason I like to wait until the Harbingers get here to use the storage room key to grab the shotgun. And plus, it would be pointless to doing it at this point without opening the security boxes anyway. So let's head to the Marrow and open the security boxes. Okay, while backtracking to turn on the lock boxes, you're going to deal with a couple enemies. You're going to deal with one witch, but we're going to run past all those enemies so they won't worry about having to waste ammunition on none of them. We're only going to have to deal with 2 lost enemies because they're in the same area as the computer that you have to turn on in order to unlock the orange inventory boxes. So we're on our way to do that now.
Seems like that worked. Guess I should go back to Sykes.
I wasn't really even thinking there. What I could have just did was just use my axe and then grab her axe, because both of these enemies carry axes anyway, and then use the axe on this next enemy like I did here, and then grab his axe, and then it would have been done. I think that's a way more quicker way to do it. Just wait for him to come out the door. Do not open this cache box once you unlock the computer, because if you do, the enemies will start to spawn, and then they'll come inside the room where you at, as opposed to you cutting them off and using your axes to take them out. So once we're leaving the area, we're gonna get a couple encounters with these enemies, but we're gonna run past all of them. Don't have to worry about them. You want to be careful here because there's a lost crawling on the floor. If you just look there, you saw him at the right bottom of your screen. You have to be careful that they can instantly kill you while they're crawling. It's crazy, I know. There will be a witch here, but we're not going to worry about her. We're going to go straight through this door, and we'll never have to come back through the mirror again for this section. Now we're just telling sites that we got the computer up and running, and all the orange inventory boxes are unlocked throughout the city. So for the remainder of chapter 7, we're going to be collecting what's left inside those boxes, and I'm going to be grabbing the last key of the chapter. And then we're going to head to the theater ready to fight Stefano in chapter 8. So let's go ahead to sites and let him know the good news.
I knew you'd make it back.
The server is online.
Yeah, I'm already in. I unlocked the supply containers just like I promised. See if you can open that one there.
And as I said, you get a new weapon, which is the silenced handgun. It's very effective for picking one enemy out of the group and attracting their attention and taking them out stealthily. So use that to your advantage. We're not going to waste our time with none of these witch enemies. They can have that. Now, the only thing left to do is to grab the 5th and final key of this chapter, which would be over here behind this gate before we reach the theater. Enter the theater. Get ready for a fight with Stefano. At this point, it's just more and more just going around collecting the items that's in the orange boxes. This would be the last orange box that I can recall. And there's really nothing in here besides weapon parts and maybe some ammo. But you definitely want to take it because you're going to need it later on in the game anyway. So guys, we're coming up on the end of chapter 7. Since we're on the end of chapter 7, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for more in the playlist, will be down in the description. Also with other walkthroughs. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and you comment down below. You can comment what you liked about the gameplay so far. And until next time, I'll see you later, man. I'm out.